a gun is better than no gun is stupid, and today I'm going to tell you why. This saying is one of those gun things that just gets thrown around a lot, and today I'm just going to make my points, tell you my opinion on why I hate this phrase and why I think it's stupid, and you can disagree or agree with me down in the comments below. Just let me go through my thoughts here and my ideas and my opinions first, and then after the video, leave yours down below. Now, if you're not familiar with me, my name is LONGSHOT. I've been reviewing guns and doing videos just like this since 2014. So if you like what I do, consider subscribing, hit your notifications so you never miss a video from me, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, this statement on the surface makes sense. A gun, no gun. Which one do you want to be able to protect yourself with? A hand with no gun, or a gun with a hand, two hands? Well, okay, yeah, you win. Your argument is more valid than mine at that point. But that's just on the surface. We got to get underneath this argument to really see what the hell it's all about. And I think when people say this, they're saying this with the assumption that you or me or their girlfriend or their mom or grandmother or whatever has no choice, no other choice, but let's say a 22. Now, 22 is a great round. It is great for training and squirrel popping alike. But are you telling me that most people cannot train on a 22, take that knowledge and their skill that they build on that, and then move that to a 9mm platform, even if it's a full-size gun, which is relatively mild with 9mm, standard 115 grains, even 124 or 147s, dude? I would venture to say that you're wrong if you don't think with the correct training that pretty much anybody can take that and translate that to a more capable 9mm round. I'm willing to bet that I personally could almost train anybody how to correctly use a 9mm round, and I've done it even with my own kids. Miss LONGSHOT, she had never shot a gun. Never, ever, ever when we started this channel. Now, she's a pretty freaking awesome shot. Some of you think she's a better shooter than me, and I'm okay with that. I am the one that trained her, by the way. But seriously, we all have a choice in what we are willing to carry. So if you think that you have to get your girlfriend or wife a 22 because that's all they can handle, what you really mean to say is that I don't know how to teach them and I'm not willing to take them to somebody else that is. I also feel like this argument, if it's not based on skill, right, and you just assuming that your wife, girlfriend, significant other can handle something bigger than a 22. I hate to pick on 20. I love 22. But I'm just using that as an example here because that to me would mean any gun is better than no gun, right? Or even we could take 32 ACP compared to 9mm. We could take any small caliber round compared to a known good self-defense round and compare and contrast the two. That's not really the point. The point here is that this inferior round, which could kill somebody, can kill somebody, it may kill them today, it may kill them a week from now, maybe a day from now, who knows, but we're comparing that weaker, less capable round that could kill somebody to a known, incredibly effective self-defense round. So me personally, I don't want to take chances with a caliber that could stop an attacker compared to one that I know with good shot placement is almost guaranteed to stop an attacker. That's the whole idea of this. We want to be able to stop a threat that is wanting to hurt or kill our family, friends, random people at a grocery store, a movie theater, or a school, God forbid. We want to be able to stop that threat as quickly and effective as possible. It's kind of funny too because if it's not based on skill, it's got to be based on just random luck, right? Like you're in an apocalyptic type of situation, or maybe you just randomly find a gun on the ground and you don't have a gun, so you find that gun and you assume, well, that gun is better than any gun. Well, in that case, again, well, you're probably going to win that argument, but 99.9% of the time, none of us are really going to be faced with that specific situation. Again, most of us are going to have a choice in what we carry or what we choose to give to that significant other or our mom or whoever to be able to protect themselves. When I say give, I use that very loosely. It could just be the advice you're giving. It doesn't even have to be a gun. You could tell your 120-pound mom, hey, listen, I don't think that you're going to be okay with this 9 or 45 or whatever. I think you really need to check out this 22. When I say 22, of course I'm talking about 22 long rifle. I mean, there's a lot of 22 calibers that are more capable than that, but I'm just trying to use common self-defense calibers as the argument or the basis for this any gun is better than no gun. So this will also include, let's say, a husband and a wife. They walk into a gun shop, the husband wants to get the wife, you know, a concealed carry gun, and in his mind, he's like, hey, as long as she has something, she's good to go. Now, this is not the case in, you know, for everybody, right? There's some people that are more well-informed than others, but this is why I bring this up. You got a DB9 and a Shield Plus here. I feel like I've been picking on the DB9 a lot recently, but that's not my intention, but it is a good example for a lot of the videos that I've been doing here recently. The problem with this gun is that, you know, people will see it, especially for a woman. I've seen this. I've had the guys in the gun shop tell me this. This happens a lot. They'll see it, they'll be like, oh my God, it is so small, it's perfect, it'll fit right there in my purse. And overlook maybe something like the Shield Plus, or just throw another gun in there, the Canik MC9, the P365, whatever, because it's so small. Maybe they'll look at something like the LCP Max, because it's so small, it's just absolutely perfect. And so in let's just say in our scenario, in the husband's mind, he's like, yeah, well, you know, my wife has something on her, that's better than nothing. Well, in reality, this would actually be a better option. Now, it's going to be a little bit harder to conceal on her person inside the waistband, depending on what type of clothing she wears, and is it summertime or is it wintertime where you have a little jacket on? Well, all of those things kind of play, you know, into this thing, right? Miss Headshot, sometimes she'll carry a gun like this outside the waistband because inside the waistband doesn't work for her. But when it comes to training that significant other, you want this gun over this gun any day. It's a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger, but it's going to be a lot easier to teach somebody how to shoot on that gun, especially when you have a magazine like that. Now they have a full grip and they have the confidence. I can almost assure you, unless you are dealing with an experienced shooter, male or female, they're going to have a tough time learning on something like this. It's for really deep concealment, and it's good at that, but I would much rather have Miss Headshot carry something like this and teach her on this, teach her the right way on that, than to have something like this, not to mention also the capacity, right? 10 rounds compared to 6. The ability to add up to 15 rounds if you want to, as a spare magazine or whatever. So any gun is better than no gun, but at the same time, you want you and people in your home you want to protect, or if you want to pass it off, you want those people to be effective with that gun. Just the sight of a gun may scare an attacker, but I don't want to bank on that. I want to bank on the fact that they know how to use it effectively to keep themselves safe and alive. And again, it's not hard to see that this is really a lack of training. This is really a lack of a good teacher around somebody. I mean, how many videos have you seen where this guy hands a 90-pound girl a 500 Smith & Wesson, she knocks herself out with it and all this kind of stuff. So these are the same type of people that I feel like would put their significant others in a situation where they have something less than ideal for self-defense. And that's what it comes down to, man. If you, in my opinion, don't have the skills to teach somebody else how to use an effective self-defense round like 9mm or 45, pay or get somebody else, get a friend that is capable, kind of suck up your pride and allow them to be successful. Because again, the whole idea is for them and you to be able to stop an attacker as somebody trying to hurt, murder, maim, kill, whatever. That is the whole goal of this. This is not an ego trip, and sometimes as gun owners, and anybody, you got to leave your ego. You got to check that at the door and make sure that you're setting up you and your family for the best possible route to success and staying alive and the right to self-preservation. That's my opinion, man. I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. If you like what I do, again, you could subscribe to the channel. You could join this channel, check out some of the tier rewards I have here, or you could become a patron, and I have, of course, early access and shout outs and all kinds of cool things that I do over there, man. Big thanks to you guys. See you in the next one. And as always, hold 'em down.